What's good, y'all? How we doing? Go by the name of Falcons from Los Angeles, representing Fool's Gold and Pangea. Gonna try to make some beats today. I just started using this software. It's pretty dope. So we're gonna check it out. And welcome to the journey. Let's go. So I think I'm gonna try to do some shit at like 100 BPM today because I feel like 100 is kind of a fun and easy, bouncy tempo to start with. So I really like these decap packs in here. I kind of usually will start with the decap drum pack and then kind of build around that. These kicks are crazy. So let's get a pattern going here. So I like that. I don't necessarily think that this snare is gonna work with that. So I'm gonna try some different snares in there. See where we at. So these are some of my sounds. I like that snap. And then we'll do a clap as well, just so we can have like a little bit more energy. And maybe we just need to use the clap. Alright, cool. So I like this pattern. I don't think we need to clap right away because that'll bring energy later in the track. So let's start figuring out some sounds to build around that. Let's see what we got here. Maybe I'll start with some vocal stuff because it's kind of easier to jump into the vocal and build around the vocal. So let's see what we got. I picked some acapellas from some friends of mine. Unique, who's also part of Fool's Gold. We did this a while back and we just never used it. So maybe I'll throw that in here. Add audio. So let's just kind of listen to this acapella that her and I did and we'll see what we can find in here.
I be on my rich girl shit. 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 I be about my money cause dollars make sense. I be about my money cause dollars make sense.
I like this, but I think it's about the timing, the way that we're gonna actually chop it. So let me find, I think if it started with the rich girl shit, and then she said that I be, I think that rhythm would be kind of hot. So
I be on my rich girl shit.
so
I be on my
zoom in a little bit here.
girl shit. On my rich
Rich right here.
girl shit. I be
A little bit late.
rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit.
There we go.
I be about my money.
So I think with that, we don't even need this whole acapella. I think we can just probably loop her saying rich girl shit over and over again because that's like the spicy part for me. That shit sounds tight. So let's get it right here.
I be on my rich girl shit. 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 I be
Cool. So now we kind of have something to build around. We have like the anchor. That's like the flavor of the track. I like to work with vocals like that where I kind of know what the vibe is, you know? Like obviously this is a fun record. So we're going to choose like funner sounds around it. I think that this vocal was actually dry, so I'm going to add some effects to the vocal because it needs a little compression, I think. How we doing in the chat, by the way? Cut corners, I see you. Let's fucking go. Let's see here. So I'm gonna try some different compressors on this. I'm thinking with this, it would be kind of cool if it was pretty compressed, pretty loud. So I'm gonna try the hard compressor.
I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit.
Maybe I'll try a little bit of reverb or something too.
I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit.
Actually, might not need reverb. I think it's kind of cool drop.
I be on my rich girl shit.
Cool. So now we can start trying to spice up the pattern a little bit. So we have this first pattern. I think we can let that rock twice.
I be on my rich girl shit. I be
Turn off the loop.
rich girl shit.
And we'll make another pattern real quick. So I think we'll just bring in the clap after 2 times. I actually don't like that clap. I think we should do more of like a real clap sound. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna look at the stock drums in here because there's some good shit. Let's see, clap. That could be cool. It's a little too delayed. Let's keep going. I actually like this one. Short. Maybe we can just add a little bit of reverb to it, kind of like give it just a little bit more tail. But I like the quickness of it.
Rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit.
How we doing in the chat, man? How we feeling, y'all?
I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit.
Cool. So let's get back to this pattern. Scene 2. Yeah, that definitely needs a little reverb on the clap, I think. So we'll go in here. I'm thinking it just needs like something real subtle though. It doesn't need to be crazy. It's not bad. Let me try this. Yeah, that's cool. It's kind of like a high-end reverb. Cool. So we'll bring that in here.
Rich girl shit. I be on my 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 rich.
Maybe we start to bring in some kind of melodic element right there. I don't think this track needs necessarily melody. I think that it needs something just with some sauce, you know what I mean? Some character. So maybe even just let's see, get rid of these drums for now. Maybe even just something like a bass sound, or let's see what we got. don't have speakers or headphones, that bass is dirty. Put some headphones on. All right, let's try it with the beat.
Rich girl shit. I be on my 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 rich girl shit.
There we go.
Rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be.
All right, I like that. So let's record that over here. Sheesh, I'm still getting used to this. Hold up. All right, cool. Let's record that in a new scene. Cool. So where's that at? I like that. I think that's a good start. I think with tracks like this in general, like you don't ever want to add too much chords or anything like that. Maybe you could have a part with a chord breakdown, but I like to start with these just straight drums, bass, and like just some weird sounds because her vocal was doing the work on this. Like it really doesn't need much more because her vocal's just so lit, and it just it puts you in a zone, and the rhythm's already there. So if you oversaturate it with chords, you kind of lose the energy, if that makes sense. So I think we'll introduce the bass line here. After.
Rich girl shit. I be on my 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 rich girl shit. I be
My
on
boy
my
cut
rich girl
corners.
shit. I be on my rich girl 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 shit. I be on my rich.
And so then we'll bring back maybe just like, I'm thinking maybe just the clap there. So it slowly builds up, you know what I mean? And then we'll cut it out and then everything will come in and it'll be crazy. So let's do same thing here, same bass pattern, but we'll try to start adding in like a clap maybe. Hold up. Yeah. Maybe like the vocal sample too is kind of cool. Cool.
Rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be
Maybe we can even chop it like this.
rich girl shit. I be on my on my.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. We might have to clean that up in a second, but I like that. So now we'll do basically the same thing, except we're going to bring all the drums back in right here. So we'll duplicate that scene and remake this pattern real quick. You can do this velocity control. It's something I like to do a lot with percussion, especially percussion in this kind of tempo, because you want it to feel more natural, more swung out, not like trap shit. So like playing with the velocity and also like delay and panning on your hi-hats is a big thing for me. It just gives it more character. It feels a little bit more human. So this second one, we're going to bring down the velocity a little bit on it. Maybe not that much, but... just gives it some nice bounce, you know what I mean? It's like a little bit more character. Just copy that over. You gotta bear with me. Some of this stuff I'm not used to yet. But we're just gonna kind of recreate that here. add some effects straight to just that one, just the open or the closed hi-hat. So we're gonna go to effects. I'm gonna try delay first, but it could just be echo that it needs. Let's see. Nah, that's too much. We'll try the echo. There we go. There we go. It just gives you a little bit more like spatial area. You know what I mean? Especially when you hear it in the headphones. It dances a little bit more, you know? Could even put a little phaser on it, maybe. Let's try a phaser. That's some like Lil Jon shit. Alright, cool. So we're gonna put that back in now with her vocal.
I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my
We don't want that chop again right there. Also, I feel like that phaser is maybe a little too much now because it's kind of competing with her voice. So we'll go back and turn that down just a little bit.
rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on
I
my
also think we could bring up the highs maybe a little bit in this because let's see if I can figure that out. I think that the hi-hat could be a little bit more bright.
rich girl shit. I be
Let's try some different effects here.
rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be
That's better, but it just needs to be a little louder now, so we'll add a little bit of compression as well. Oops. I think I'm just going to take the phaser off completely. Put the compressor there.
rich girl shit. I be on my 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 rich girl shit.
Cool. So we're going to loop this area because this is where the song, in my opinion, really starts to pick up. But let's start from the beginning and kind of see how we feel about this.
Rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on
Yeah,
my
I see you
rich
cut
girl
corners.
shit.
Definitely got the Bay Area kind of
on my
fun
rich
shit. You know
girl
what I mean?
shit. I be on my rich girl shit.
It's easy shit to DJ too.
on my rich girl shit. I be 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 on my on my on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on
There's a couple hats in here that I don't think are necessary. In some
rich girl
spots.
shit. I be
Maybe it's that.
I be on my rich girl shit. 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 I be on my rich.
All right, cool. So I'm liking that. Let's just try to find some weird sounds. You know what I mean? Like these type of beats just need weird ass sounds. Like that's all it kind of needs. And then after that, it's just kind of arranging it and chopping up. We might even be able to find more stuff out of the vocal sample that we could work with. I'm not mad at the repetitiveness. I think it's kind of fire. But yeah, let's see. All right, cool. So sample. So I brought in some of my sounds, just some of the stuff that I've used and collected throughout the years. I like to use weird shit, like human sounds and sounds from nature and things like that. So let's see what we got. Those are always good. Something like that could be cool. It's like monotone. You know, it's a single note. It's not a chord. That's also pretty cool. Let's try something with that. So we're going to do a whole new section here. I don't want to necessarily add that melody yet. I want to have the option to just have the bass. It also needs, it's a little too dry, so after we get the melody that we like, we're gonna add some effects to it. But I don't mind that melody. I think that's kind of cool. It's easy, simple, turned up for the club, you know the vibes. All right, let's try it. It's 2 bars. Let me get rid of these first. Re-record that. I don't know if you guys are familiar with other programs, but there's always this kind of MIDI layout, and I feel like this is something that Serato is doing really well. It kind of automatically quantizes it for you, but it's pretty self-explanatory. You just drag it, and then you can add your effects and your velocity and stuff later. But I think it does a really good job with that in this program. I'm gonna add some RC20 to that. It's kind of wavy. Still a little bit loud though. Yeah, I think this needs some reverb as well. Also, sidechain's crucial for something like this because it's real simple. So you want that punch for that kick to just really knock, because that's what's literally driving the track, the vocal and the kick. So you want that to come through. They made it really easy to do the sidechain on Serato Studio. It's just literally immediately goes to the let's see, hard soft chain. It literally immediately takes you to the kick, so you don't have to route it to the kick. For all my producer homies out there, they know how to. They have to route it to the kick, which can take a little bit of time. I think that we need to turn her vocal up a little bit more now, just because that melody is really, really intense, you know.
I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit.
This dude says starts crumping. Send the videos, man. I want to see y'all crumping, man. DM me videos of y'all crumping. Huh? This homie said, don't forget to save. Yes, must save. Crump beat. That's what we're calling it. Boom. Saved.
Rich girl shit.
All right, cool. So I like where this is going. Now I feel like the beef, the bulk of it is there. We just got to kind of figure out now how we're gonna do a little change up so it doesn't get repetitive. So let's check it out.
Rich girl shit. I be on my 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 on my on my rich girl shit. I be 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 on my rich girl shit.
All right, cool. So there's a couple things here. I think this little part right here could use some effects
Rich girl shit.
because it drops out randomly.
Rich girl shit.
I like to put like natural world effects in there. So like I'll put like a rainforest sound or something like that instead of white noise. That's kind of one of the main things that I use in my beats. So I'm gonna find that. What I like about this sequencer is that if you want to put something random like that, that's like non-musical element, you can just actually put it in there without having to like, run it through the sample screen or whatever, through the scene screen. So let's see. Here's my rainforest sound. That's like the classic Falcons rainforest sound right there. So you go to add audio, and then you put this up here, and it drops it in. I don't think we should have it all the way throughout the track. I think that it's just something that we put in on this part.
I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit.
Oh, we also want to take this off sync because it's not musical. It can just be its natural state there. It doesn't need to be like in key.
I be on my rich girl shit. 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 I be on my on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit.
Cool. Now I think we could use some little things to create drama, like some. He said classic Falcons. True. Like little things like just a little crash and maybe like a reverse crash, just to kind of let you know that like something's coming there. I like to use that car sound sometimes instead of a crash because it has like a crescendo effect to it. Let's try that. If you see like the waveform right there, it's got the build and then it kind of releases, so it does the natural effect of what a reverse crash would do, like a shh, kind of a wiping sound, So we can put that right here.
I be on my
Let's get the volume right though.
rich girl shit. Rich girl shit. I be on my 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 rich girl shit.
I think it's cool, but it's a little dry. I think we need to add some delay to that, or echo maybe.
Shit. I be shit. I be shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit.
It's also a little loud. I think maybe just a little bit of reverb, take the edge off.
Shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit.
I think we should bring this actually in here because that's when it really starts to pick up.
I be on my rich girl shit. Rich girl shit.
And then when we get over to here, we could try a crash instead, because we also kind of need to tease the fact that the melody's coming in, or else it can feel a little bit like out of nowhere. You know what I mean? All right, so drums. For like certain sounds, like if you just want like a real normal crash, honestly, just the stock crashes are usually the move. Maybe not that one. Let's see what we got. Could even be an open hat. I don't mind that one. I think that's kind of fire. So yep. Alright, so let's try to, I kind of forgot how to do this, but let's figure it out together. I was going to reverse this. Matt, how do I reverse this in the chat? I know there's a way. I think it's somewhere in here. Oh, reverse. Boom. Look at that. Set a cue. Okay. Got the cue here. Big co-producer credit for Sonny. Cut Corner said cancel grid. Got it? Oh, fire. Okay, cool. So thank you, Sonny. All right, so let's get that right here, and then I'm gonna do the same sound. Matt, I'm gonna do it this way for now, but do you have to make another layer now that I don't want it to be reversed, just for future reference? Like I'm adding another layer just to bring it back in normal size. So like that. You can use the same layer? Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Well, for now, just to make it easier. Cool. They're both a little bit loud, so I'm gonna turn these down to about 75%. Still a little loud. I also like to add just a little bit of delay to those things, just so they don't just stop. You know what I mean? It's kind of nice to have a little space behind there. He said, try our Serato studio. It's spicy. I agree. It's quite spicy. Cool. So now, boom. Put a little echo in that thing. Maybe even dub echo. Cool. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick, so I'm gonna let this play from the jump real quick, and y'all can hear it.
Rich girl shit. I be on my 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 rich girl shit. I be
much. I think maybe now we just do a little breakdown, something with just the melody maybe, and we can change like what octave the melody's in as well, just to have a little variation. So we'll do that here, or maybe take that scene out, my bad. So then we'll do the same scene. We'll just take out the drums on this version of it. Let's see here.
Rich girl shit. I rich girl shit. I be on my rich.
Yeah, I think we'll do something like that. Let's see. I'm thinking. Try this, but maybe low even. Let's go back. Yeah, it sounds cool low. Oops.
I be rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl.
I'm gonna try some like slight variation in the notes there as well. We might even introduce like some kind of pad or something here, just to kind of like give it one more layer. Like this song is a very simple song by nature. I don't think it needs to be overdone, but something in there could just kind of break it up. And then when we want to bring the beat fully back in, we'll take that pad out, and that'll boost the energy a lot. Sometimes just drum, vocal, bass, and a little melody, it makes the world go round. So let's try a sample in here. See what kind of pads we got. I think I have some weird pads in one of my packs here. Let me try to add this. Yeah, I think that might be it. Probably. It's a little dissonant. Yeah, we don't need that. Let me think of what to add there. 1 second. What's a roll call? Where's everybody from in the chat? Where y'all at worldwide? Hey, Arizona. You know what I may do? I may just take the same thing, duplicate this deck, and just make it weird. Make one of them super weird. Not complete, so I need to... Now I'm just gonna add some weird effects, maybe even just mess with the RC on this. reverb, so it has like just it's kind of almost like a background ambient sound, and then when we drop the beat back in, it'll be clean again. Oops, I need to, now I messed that up. I need to fix, let's see. I put those effects on the wrong one, so hold on. Oh, I see why. Okay, I need to actually just delete, no, okay. I need to delete the MIDI notes out of here. Yeah.
I be on my rich girl shit. 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 I be on my rich girl shit.
So I want there to be like a little break at the end of this scene so that there's like a little bit of gap, you know, some time, space. It's always good to like break it up, especially since we're just kind of keep making this a repetitive club record. You want to play with that space a little bit. So what I'm going to do is make a duplicate of that, and at the end we're just going to add something weird there for the drums. Let's see. Oh, I guess we're just maybe even just like like a stutter could be cool.
Rich girl shit. I be on my 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 rich girl shit.
Can't really tell with the stutter. I think we might need to just take everything out of this part. Have this be a gap and maybe add some kind of weird sound there, just so that you know that the beat's coming back in.
Rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be
Take the bass out there too.
rich girl shit. I be on my 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 rich girl shit.
Yeah, that
I
little gap is nice.
on my rich girl shit.
Now we'll bring in some kind of just weird sound there, just to kind of add that drama. You know, it's nice to have like some kind of crazy drama right there, just to let people know that the beat's coming back, and just to give you a break on the rhythm. You know what I mean? It's just character.
I be
Let's see what we got. I like to use these little reggaeton breakdowns that I have. What did I put? Maybe like a bongo actually could be cool. So the way I'm actually gonna do it is add another drum layer, and we'll just have like weird perks in the drums, like a drum section. So we'll add, where was that at? Got the Congo. Oh shit, go here. Okay. Congo. That's cool too. These are all just like the trap congos and stuff, but it's cool. They're like weird sounds. I also like this K-Tronado one that I have. It's kind of like panned out so that you get like a really wide range, and then the rest of the drums are like in the middle. It's like a stereo sound. All right, cool. So let's just mess around with this. Make the grid a little bit more. Okay, yeah, I think that's it.
Rich girl shit. Rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. Rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be.
Yep, that's cool. Maybe turn that up just a little bit. Let's see. I think probably just throw a compressor on it. Wait, what's going on here? Oh, I got it soloed.
Rich girl shit. I be on my 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 rich girl shit. I be on my
I mean, in my opinion, that's probably a good start for this one. Let's listen to it from the jump, and maybe we'll try something new. This is the type of beat where you kind of got to go back to it later, and you'll hear new possibilities and new ideas and stuff. Kind of spice it up. Also, with these kind of beats, sometimes I like to just throw them in my DJ set and just see how it goes in the DJ set, because it's like it doesn't necessarily need to be like a crazy song. Like it could just be like a DJ tool, you know. So let's listen to it from the jump.
rich girl shit. I be on my 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 on my rich girl shit. I be 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 on my rich girl.
I think right there, one more thing. I think we could just start alternating now. The melody could go to that low melody again in this scene right here. So we'll do scene 6 all the way here, and then we'll do another one. Oops. So here we'll just do the same thing with the melody. We'll pitch it down a whole octave, and we can alternate between the two. I think that might be kind of cool. Classic EDM tip. I don't really make EDM like that, but if you want to just make your melody like that you chose or that you wrote like last longer, you can just pitch it down an octave every other bar or up an octave every other bar. It just gives it energy and it makes it not repetitive. You know what I mean? It's also not necessarily an EDM trick. It's also something that Timbaland uses and Pharrell used to use back in the day too, because with a lot of their beats, they didn't necessarily want them to be super melodic either. They wanted it to just have like a good bounce. So we'll do that here.
I be on my rich girl shit. 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 I be on my rich girl shit.
Oh, we gotta do the whole bar. Also, I kind of liked that little note change that we had. This note. Yeah, I like that. It breaks it up a little bit.
Rich girl shit. I be on my 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 rich girl
This
shit.
shit kind of goes.
I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich girl shit. I be on my rich
I
girl
kind of want to
shit.
fix that snare
I
up
be
a little bit. or the
on my
clap.
rich girl shit. I be on my 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 on my rich girl shit. I be 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 on my rich girl
Yeah, I like
shit.
this. I like this
I
little
be
competition we got
on
in
my
the chat
rich
here.
girl shit. I be on my rich 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 girl shit. I be
All right, I think that's cool. That's been exactly an hour, so we got another hour left. Let's make a whole new vibe. Let's make something with a little bit more of a melody kind of a vibe. I'm not super familiar yet with all that, but I'm gonna start like playing with some samples, chopping some samples. So this one might be a little bit more experimental, but let's do it. I'm gonna save that. It's called Crump Beat for whoever came up with that in the chat. So let's make something new here. So with this one, I'm not even going to worry about tempo. I'm just going to find a sample that I like and kind of start to build around, whatever that vibe takes me. You know what I mean? So let's see where we're at. I'm going to check out some of the packs that come with this because I know that there's some pretty dope producers, Decap's involved. There's like Jules. I'm into the world music, Afrobeat stuff as well, not just hip hop. So Jules is really, really dope. He's kind of like bridging that gap between like Afrobeat and R&B world. So let's kind of see what comes with it here. That's kind of fire. Clayton, I see you. You know the track, man. That's tight. Yeah, that was like a very similar beat to the one I just made before too. Those type of beats are really fun for me, and if you get the right vocalist on those type of beats, it does work, man. It's just like all it really takes is the vocal and the right drum sounds. You know, that's dope that you knew that. Ooh, I like that. All right, I'm gonna start off with that. We may chop that a little bit, but that's kind of a cool little. It has a lot of attitude to it. Yeah, I'll probably just replay it. I like that. I like it low. Yeah, should be cool. It's all still a little experimental at this point because I'm getting used to the program, but I kind of like it lower anyways, so fuck with that. All right, cool. So I like that sound. Let's get a little bit of drums going just to kind of carry it. I'm gonna go ahead and use a Jules drum kit too, just because it's a Jules sound, and then we can kind of add some of our own stuff to it there. Ooh, I like that. All right, cool. So these are cool, and then I'll probably have to add a kick into there. Let me go ahead and do that now, actually. Let's see, Jules drums. Replace that with the kick. I don't know if I like this kit that much. Let me add some different sounds to it. I think that's cool. If we put some effects on that, that could be tight. I think we need to EQ that. I like that sound. It's just kind of right now it's a little too abrasive. So let's take some of the. There we go. It's a little bit better. I think we can lower the volume on it too and mess with the velocity. I was gonna start with that bass line, but I think I'm gonna actually start with something kind of with some chords, and then I'll build the bass line around that. Because sometimes if you do the bass line first, it might kind of sway what you end up with melody wise. So let's see what we got. I may check some different packs actually, some shit that I have. Let's see. Yeah, the Jules pack is crazy. That guy is like literally one of my favorite producers, by the way, Cut Corners. That's really cool that you guys got him to do that. The stuff that he's been doing is just like really helping. I feel like the African sound and like the UK kind of like world music sound like crossover to America, because his shit is just so clean. And the chord progressions and stuff that he chooses are very like digestible or accessible to like the Western, the American like palette. So it's cool that you guys got him on here for real. I like that guitar. I think we can chop that guitar note and just do something crazy with that. It's a little bit like I don't know, it's a little bit off, but I kind of like the offness. I think we could maybe make that work. Yeah, we'll at least start with that. We'll see how we feel. I'm gonna make this double size so that we can. Yeah, okay, cool. We already got that duplicated over. That way we can have a little extra bar to play with this melody. That's cool. We just got to get it right on the grid, I think, and it will work. I'm also going to add some effects and stuff that will take off the harshness of the sample, so it won't sound quite as offbeat. You can also try maybe a different key for the record, so maybe it will sound cool, higher. Maybe not, maybe low. I liked it where it was. Okay, so let's add some effects to that. Do the trusty retro color. I'm sure most of you guys, producers in the chat, know what that is, but if you don't, it's like a $20 plugin, and it's just the best for making stuff sound kind of wavy, kind of sample-like. If you got something that sounds really dry and too choppy or whatever, like this will just add so much sauce to it. It's highly worth the $20 or whatever it is. It's less than $50 for sure. It did give it a little too much compression, so I think we just need to lower the volume. And I think that needs to be more strong. So we'll side chain it, but we'll also add some compression to the kick, and just make that like it will give it a lot more energy. And we'll side chain. Cool. So now let's try another pattern, or let's try another section here. I'm thinking that the drums need to really pick up. But before we do the drums, actually, let me try to add like one or two little stab elements or something, just to like spice up the, where the melody's at. Because I think after a while, you're going to get kind of tired of that chop. So we're going to have to start adding things in. Let's see what we got. It's kind of cool. It just gives it some energy. Yeah, that just drives it. Cool, so we'll record that. I think real subtle with that. And then when later on we can even take out the guitar and just have it be drums and that stab and maybe like a vocal, and it's going to sound really cool. That's crazy. How'd you know that? Yo, Rolando, you know the coño sample then, yeah? I love that stab, man. I use it a lot for other things. When you take it out of key, like when you use it in a different key, it's a really dope sound. I think we could even get weirder. I think we could do it once with the dun dun dun, and the next time we could actually stutter it even more, since it's kind of like a swung out beat anyways. Nah, let me play it. I think I'm just going to keep on adding stacks of sounds, and then we'll do the real drum pattern last. Sometimes I start with drums, like if it's a drum rhythm, like a rhythm heavy song, like the first one we did. But I think with this one, it's kind of cool to start building in different melody stuff, and then the end is when we'll kind of put it all together with the drums, and like that's the fun part. So let's see what else we got. I'm thinking some kind of vocals could be cool on this, but not necessarily like an acapella, just kind of a vocal hit or sound. Let's try something here. Cool, so let's swap these out actually. All right, so now let's add a vocal sample in.
Yeah.
Just something like that, like almost ambient. Let me turn this off. That's cool, maybe a little too blown out, so I think if we just soften it up a little bit, Some EQ. That's cool. Turn up the volume a little bit. Yeah, maybe not that one. I think we gotta try something different. It needs to be kind of a soft vocal now that I'm hearing it. Let's see what we got in the stock stuff. Yeah, we'll just delete this. No need for that.
Yo! Yo! Yo!
That's kind of cool. That could work. It might be how we place it, because I like how it has some like weird tone to it. Let's see what we do. Oops. There's a way to do it. I just gotta mess with it a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's also making it mad subtle, so I think we do need to add some effects still. Turn it down. Yeah, I'm not in love with it. Let's keep it moving.
Oh. Yeah, what to us sell the we did the bad man.
I mean, we could just go with the non-melodic route too and just drop in like the yups and all that stuff. That might actually be kind of cool. But the only thing when you do that is if you want to give this to a rapper later, you're gonna probably have to take those out. But we're not giving it to a rapper right now, so let's play with that. I'm gonna do those like a drum kit because they are so quick.
Oh. Yeah. What? Yep. Burgale. 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 We both.
I can't pull myself away, even though I know you do me wrong.
That's kind of crazy. I kind of fuck with that. Maybe we'll just drop that in and see if we can get that to work. Good old Mr. Hudson.
I I can't fool myself.
I liked it low though, how he had it.
Myself away.
I can't fool myself away. I can't
Myself.
What did it say it was? It said it was D sharp.
Myself away. I can't fool myself, fool myself.
I think with this one, we're also gonna kind of have to make it subtle. I don't want it to get repetitive.
I can't fool myself away. Even though I know you do me wrong. I can't fool myself away. Even though I know you do me wrong. I can't fool myself away. Even though I know you do me wrong.
You can EQ it as well. You almost want it to be kind of a musical element, not like a lyrical element. You know what I mean?
I can't away, even though I know you do me wrong. I can't fool myself.
All right, cool. I like that. I think now we could just try to like build some drums, just to pick up the energy here. So we'll do this, and we'll make a new scene. So I'm thinking. Now I'm trying to decide if I want like maybe a reggaeton drum pattern. I'm getting a bit experimental with it here, but I kind of like maybe the steadiness of the reggaeton pattern. So let's try that out. I got all the classic reggaeton sounds right here. So the good thing about reggaeton is it's kind of like Jersey Club or like any of those things. Like once you know the pattern and you have the right sounds, it's fun. It's just like it's a formula, you know. So that's the main reason I like to make that. Yeah, I think what we got to do now is take out the kick from this. I'm just gonna mute it for now. Or just delete it. Messed up. See, I added this to scene 3 instead of scene 4. So what we're gonna do is start another one, and then I'll delete that out of here. I don't want that kick snare to come in just yet in the track, so we'll take it out of there. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the new sound coming out of like Puerto Rico and the Caribbean right now, and Miami obviously, but it's kind of like giving a fresh life to reggaeton. Like this guy named Tiny and Sky Rompiendo, they're kind of making reggaeton sounds just more, I guess, musical, like a little bit more artsy, indie kind of vibes, which I think is really dope. He's like one of my favorite producers right now. Him and Jules are actually up there for me.
Even though I know you do me wrong, I can't.
I think we'll just use that vocal thing as a bridge. I don't think we need to keep it going.
I can't fool myself away, even though I know you do me wrong.
Maybe we could just use parts of it, like here. Do me wrong, like just that section.
Myself away, even though I know you do me wrong. Do wrong. Me wrong.
There's a way to do that, but I'm not sure how to do it right now. We'll have to come back to that. But I think now we can start adding in some of the haze and stuff like that for energy. Put that in there. Appreciate you, Sonny James, my boy. Where did I put the haze and shit? Okay, here we go. There's like the classic reggaeton hay. I think we need that. Yeah, we could do the palito sound there too. That's like the classic reggaeton sound if you're familiar with it. This stick sound, it's fire. It just adds a crazy bounce. But I do like to still give it a little bit of velocity control, maybe on the middle one. Yeah, it gives it more sauce. Not every time. Maybe that one could be full. Might not need the hay. We need to turn this one down and we need to turn the hay up. Oops. Hard compressor. Oops, I put it on the wrong one. I gotta put this on the hay. Yeah, there we go. And I think some echo and stuff would be cool on that too. Yeah, sounds about Orlando. I feel you, man. Yeah, somebody cool like that. There's so many young artists that Tiny's putting on with the Neon 16 label. It's crazy right now. There's so many like up and coming like artists from Puerto Rico and stuff, and also from DR that are sick. I've been really involved in that scene. I'm trying to tap into that scene a little bit more. When I go out to Miami, I'm like working with some of those guys. It's really just about knowing the original drum sounds when you make reggaeton and collecting those, making sure that you have like the go-tos, and then, you know, obviously trying to spice it up and make it new and modern.
I can't fool myself.
I think we need to tuck that a little bit more. It's kind of comes out of nowhere.
Even though I know you do me wrong.
And I also think maybe we can just kind of double some of this, like let it build a little bit more. this part for sure. I also think maybe the intro could go a little longer too. That could go twice, and then on the end of it we might even do the same thing as we did in the other beat, where we kind of let it have a little gap before that reggaeton kick really starts hitting. Break up the repetitiveness a little bit. Yeah, Gael la molleta is so fire. She's so hot too. That's it. Okay, cool. So let's make another scene right here where we give it a little gap, a little space. I'm kind of still figuring out how to do this, where I copy that to there, so like that. Okay, cool. Alright, and then at the end of that, we're just basically going to take out the drum pattern so that it stops. And we might even stop the guitar too, I'm thinking. Cut the guitar there. And cut out all the drums right here. We gotta take out that stab too. Cool. So I like that, and then we'll do like a little drum break right there. I got some cool like reggaeton like stutters and stuff like that. Where did I put it though? And hopefully, oops, see, wrong one. Yep, there we go. Boom. Problem solved. Cool. So I think we can turn up the corneal sound too, because that shit got a lot of flavor.
I can't pull myself away, even though I know you do me wrong. I can't pull myself away, even though I know you do me wrong.
Shit kind of goes. All right, and then maybe I'm thinking we could probably bring back this guy here. No, I need that. We do need some kind of break there, though, but I'm thinking it doesn't necessarily just stop the drums. I think we could just put an effect there.
I can't pull myself
I think if we put this as a transition and we put some effect on it, it might kind of help that. Be like some echo on that thing. Alright, hold up. I don't think we need the siren. It's too vibey for the sirens. But anytime I make reggaeton, I'm always like gravitating towards putting an air horn in there. It's so funny. I like this one low key. How you feeling in the chat? Got 15 minutes left. Yeah, I might actually have to export this one and send it to some reggaeton people. I think right here we need some kind of, the melody can stay the same, but I think it needs to feel different there. Maybe it's an effect. Let me figure out how to do this. So that's scene 4. Okay, so we're actually gonna make that scene 5. I know, we'll do scene 6 there. Oops. I'm trying to think how I can, maybe I'll take the tiny melody, this thing. Maybe I'll duplicate it here. If I duplicate it though, that means I have to go back in here and make sure that I turn these off. Same here. What was that though? Shit. Did I lose that double? I messed up there. I think I accidentally deleted the scene that has the double, like the little snare breakdown, so I gotta remake that real quick. So we'll go back in and take out the bass and shit there as well. question. If I wanna take like scene 4 and duplicate that over where scene 8 is right now, how do I do that? Like I want to duplicate scene 4, but when I click this, it duplicates scene 7.
Right. So just click on scene 4,
Mm-hmm.
and then click copy.
Oh, okay. And then I'll do it. Okay, perfect. That's something that's been bothering me for a second, but I just figured it out. All right, cool. So now in scene 8, I'm gonna try to make some weird, just something a little different with that guitar loop that we got going on. So I got a second one right here. Let's copy this. Bring it into the second one here. And we'll delete it in the top one, because we don't want to lose that in the other scenes. And now we can get a little weirder with this. Let's try it. To add some more effects just to spice it up. And we do need to add the palito sound in there too. So I can copy that out of here, because that already has all my automation that I've done with the what's it called? The velocity. So now what I want to do is, it's too harsh. I like how it changes the sound there, so we need to keep working with this effects a little bit, the effects chain on that, because I feel like right now it's just a little too buzzy in the ear. So we'll take off some of the highs maybe. Oops, a little pass. And I kind of wanted it to be more trippy, so I'm just going to experiment a little bit with these, see what we can get. I can add more effects, right? How do you add more effects onto that chain? I've got like these 3 down at the bottom, and I can add. Oh, you really are? Okay. Okay. Then I'm gonna take off the side chain and try to get weird with it real quick. Highs cut, it'll make more room for the vocal, I actually really fuck with this one. It's been fun. That up, hold up. 7 needs to have no drums. So I think now what we'll do is we'll just make a little break after this, similar to this break, but with a weirder sound, and then we'll bring it all back together, and we're pretty much done. So what we're gonna do, delete those, and then we'll duplicate. What was this? Scene 3. We'll duplicate scene 3, but we'll put the guitar melody that we have. We'll drop it down to the trippier channel. And then what was this? Scene 7. That's where we have the breakdown. So we'll do scene 7 the same way. Oops. This channel just got more effects on it, obviously. So put 10 twice. Oops. Shit. And then right there, we'll bring it back to the full thing. I accidentally doubled up the melodies right there, so it has kind of a weird stereo effect, which you don't want, because it will sound weird on big speakers. My mom lives in Dallas, but I've been spending a lot of time in Austin. Yo, I'll revisit the last one before this. Probably add some automation here later on. Maybe make the vocal like swell up or something like that. But for now, it's cool. And that's how you make a reggaeton beat, yo. Yeah, so that is the vibes. For those of you that don't know, I started a label and collective called Pangea. I'm also obviously affiliated with Fool's Gold, but Pangea is kind of my outlet to explore sounds like this a little bit more. Like, I've always listened to this kind of music, and it's always been something I've been into, and it's always, the flavor and spice of that has always been in my beats, but lately I feel like the world is getting more comfortable with the world music sounds. So Pangea is a party and a label where I get to kind of try more of these beats and work with artists like this. So check it out. You know the vibes. Let me play the first joint we made, Crump Beat, just for everybody who hasn't heard it. This one I sampled my friend Unique. She's a producer from Jersey and DJ from Jersey, but we did a vocal session, so this is her voice. I never ended up using it, but it's kind of cool to use on this beat.
Rich girl shit. I be on my 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 rich girl shit.
Yeah, I like both of these. I think with the crump one, I just need to sit with it for a second.
I be on my
Find the
rich girl
subtle
shit.
ways to
I
spice it up.
be on my rich girl shit.
These kind of beats
I
is less is more.
on my rich girl shit. I be 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 on my
The second one I called
I
called it coño because we used the coño sample, which is a very bad word, but you know the vibes. Let's play that one more time and then I'm gonna be out. But I appreciate y'all in the chat, man. Thank you guys so much. I may go ahead and post some highlights of this, and you never know, I might even drop these beats for free. We'll see. But yeah, big shout out to Cut Corners. Big shout out to the homie Sonny here helping me out at the crib, or at their studio, so I didn't have to do it at the crib. It's nice to have this set up. So let me drop the reggaeton one and then I'm gonna be out. Appreciate you guys.
I can't pull myself away, even though I know you do me wrong. I can't pull myself away, even though I know you do me wrong. I can't pull myself away, even though I know you do me
Appreciate
wrong.
y'all, man. That shit was fun. I just learned how to use this on Friday, so you know it's still a process, but it was a mad easy process for me to figure out. The main thing is just being organized with your sounds and you know having a direction when you start your beat.
I can't pull myself away, even though I know you do me wrong.
Disclosure in the house. All right, y'all. Appreciate you. Have a good one. Follow me on IG. Follow Pangea. If you're in the LA area, we're doing a Pangea party on the 4th of July in the Arts District at the Resident. It's going to be a vibe. So pull up. Skirt.